What's up, everyone? It seems there's a ton of people that are interested in getting into CS investing but don't understand how the whole process works. So today we will cover everything you need to know about the CS market to make informed and educated investments that are based on data provided from the market itself. This video will not recommend any specific investments or investing strategies. It is meant as a beginner's guide to understanding the basics of the CS market and the factors that make skin prices go up and down on a daily basis. With that being said, let's first look at the 3 essential websites you should be familiar with to start investing in CS2. The first website we will take a look at is priceempire.com. This is one of the absolute best free websites when it comes to price checking, but more importantly, getting investing data. This website allows you to look at every single skin of the game and provides an incredibly detailed report of each skin with its price trends, available market listings from every third-party market, the liquidity and total supply of each skin, and a ton of other useful info that can be used to make great investing decisions. The next website on the list is Buff163. This is the largest third-party CS marketplace out of all of them. However, it is Chinese, so those in the US will not be able to make an account with this site. The importance behind Buff163 is due to the fact that it is the largest marketplace with the most daily transactions and trades, which in turn sets the market price of each CS2 skin or the actual real cash value for each item. Important thing to note is that this website will have the absolute lowest prices out of any third-party market, with a lot of other US marketplaces having prices around 10% higher for the same skins. Price Empire provides prices from Buff163 on their website, so you can still see the prices from there without having to make an account. The selling fee on Buff163 is 2.5%, which is the cut that the website takes if you sell anything using their platform. The last website we will discuss is CS2 and FloatDB, which are combined into one website. CS2 is another marketplace similar to Buff with very similar listed prices, but this website can be used by anyone in any region, so this is the alternative to Buff for the US market. CS2 has very competitive listings which are very close to Buff prices, being on average around 5% more expensive, and the seller fee on CS2 is a flat 2%. The second part of the website is called FloatDB, which is basically a database that holds a record of every single skin in the game, which is currently at 1.1 billion skins. This tool is super helpful for tracking down any skin in the game and seeing its past owners and where the skin came from. Since the CS market is not a traditional one compared to something like the Dow or the Nasdaq, there are some key things to know before getting into this market. 1. Valve does not care about the market and its performance, however, they do respect the prices that the players set for items. Valve does not get involved in the market in any way, shape, or form, and they have no incentive to do so. When I say Valve respects the market, an example would be never adding collection skins back into the game that were there for a limited time, such as a Dragonlord or Gungnir, which is part of the reason why the CS community has so much trust in Valve when it comes to their market. Number 2. Market performance directly correlates with player count. It's very simple. If player count is going up, skin prices are rising, and if the player count is dropping, then skin prices are dropping as well. Number 3. There are Steam-related events to watch out for that affect the skins market drastically. Steam sales typically cause skin prices to drop due to players selling skins to buy games, and whenever new collections come out within CS, case prices across the board see a drop in price as well. Now, using priceempire.com, let's take a look at things to check for when deciding if a skin is a good investment or not. Let's take a look at a minimal wear AK Redline for example. In the top left corner, we will see the prices of every single version of the skin, including all wear types and the stat track versions of those skins as well. The middle part here shows every single third-party website that is selling this exact skin and the current price that skin is listed at for each of those websites. The next area for each website is a price trend for how the skin is performing price-wise on that specific website, and the next 3 columns show the price movements for the last 24 hours, 7 days, and 30 days. These numbers are extremely helpful as they show you how the skin price has been performing short term and if there have been any significant price changes very recently. The last tab is offers, which just tells you how many listings of that same exact skin are on each website. The main website you want to look at is Buff163 as it will provide the most accurate prices and price changes due to Buff being the biggest third-party market from the list. Scrolling further down the middle, we can see the total number of market listings on every website for that exact same skin, and it's pretty clear to see that Buff163 has the most listings out of any other website by a massive margin. Moving back up to the top, on the right side under the price item stats section, we can see the highest and lowest prices for a skin in a 52-week period. This allows us to see the price changes of a skin over a long period of time and gives us a better understanding of how a skin has been performing long term, as well as how stable of an investment that skin is. The item metadata tab shows us every in-game metric of a skin, including skin rarity, weapon finish ID, and if the skin is float kept or not. Now, let's take a look at the supply tab, which is very important. Supply shows us the total number of a skin type that exists, so for a minimal wear AK Redline, we know that there is a total supply of 34,567. We will be using this number in the next video to judge if a skin is over or undersupplied, which is a key factor in a lot of investing related decisions. Last thing we will discuss is the liquidity of a skin. Liquidity is essentially the volume at which an item sells in a marketplace. So if the volume is very high, that indicates a skin will be easy to sell quickly. For example, an AK Redline is considered a liquid item because it is very easy to sell on the market at market price. An example of illiquid items are specific pattern case hardened AKs and knives because those are sold rarely, which also means they will be hard to sell very quickly. To judge a skin's liquidity, you will need to take a look at the daily trade volume, or how many times this exact skin was sold in one day. For the Redline, there were 50 trades made in one day, which indicates a high liquidity factor. Something like a StatTrack Butterfly Sapphire had 3 trades in the last week, meaning it is way more illiquid than the Redline. Liquidity is very important in the CS investing world because it will dictate how fast you are able to sell your assets for market cash price. So here is a brief overview of the CS market and some aspects of skins to know about when getting into this type of market. This will be a multiple part series on the channel, with the next video discussing how to use all this information we just learned about to judge how good of an investment a specific skin really is. If you enjoyed this type of video, let me know down in the comments below, and see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.